The Retro Cup is currently upon us in Go Battle League, but what exactly does this mean? It is a condensed meta that is around for only a specific amount of time, and the Pokemon that can be used in the Great League Edition are Pokemon under 1500 CP and that are also not Steel, Dark, or Fairy typings. So that also means that the Steel Wing Skarmory that we're seeing all around nowadays, not eligible for this cup. So what is eligible for this cup? You guys are in luck because I just had a conversation with CountXevious, who is a caster for the Play Pokemon circuit, and he has come up with this meta simplified guide, and he's allowing me to share it with you. Hopefully you learned some new information, you have some Pokemon that you want to play during this cup. Let's go ahead and get started. These are a couple of Pokemon typings and Pokemon that could be eligible and most likely seen a lot in the Retro Cup. You notice that all of these Pokemon are grouped by typings, and the ones at the top of the list will beat the ones at the bottom, meaning that Frostlass will beat Shadow Abomasnow and will also beat Credilli, and so on and so forth for all of the rest of the typings. In the past, CountXevious has called this the circle or square of life, using Pokemon that he thinks are super meta relevant and how they play off against each other. Now you may notice that Frostlass has been lumped in with the rock typings. It is not a rock type, however, it does serve a similar purpose in that it beats the dragons. The dragons will beat the water types, and the water types will beat the rock types. There are a few exceptions to this rule. Lantern, being part electric, is going to be able to defeat the other water types besides Swampert, which has that ground typing, which resists electric, and Mantine will be able to beat the dragons. So now that we have this square of life, what are some Pokemon that can potentially core break this group that we've seen? These are going to be some grass Pokemon that also have other typings as well, and that's going to be Shadow Abomasnow and Credilli. Shadow Abomasnow is going to be doing great against all those water types and the dragons. Credilli is going to be able to hit back at those dragons by being able to throw the rock slides. It's a little bit closer, but it does give Credilli a bit of an edge. So now, as you can see, we've added a lot of Pokemon to this pool, but there's one Pokemon in particular that we're probably going to see a lot, and it's a little bit dangerous in this Retro Cup because it can go to toe with everything on the field, and that is Lickitung. Lickitung we've seen a lot in the past metas, and it has a big advantage because of its bulk and its defense, and also its normal typing. And because Lickitung is so viable, there's going to be a whole lot more Pokemon that we'll probably see just to counter it. Some of those Pokemon are the other normal typings, but the ones that are using a fighting type fast attack, like Vigoroth, which is using counter, or Double, which is using double kick. These will be able to beat Lickitung fairly easily because Lickitung uses Lick, and that is a ghost move resisted by normal typing. Speaking of ghosts, there's going to be quite a few on the field that will be able to do some nice damage to the Vigoroth and the Double, and that is going to be your Jellicent, your Cofagrigus, and Skeledirge. These will all be able to beat those fighting type fast attackers. However, they end up losing to Lickitung. So you can see that now there's going to be a whole potential different meta we're seeing on the side. So this is how we kind of imagine the Retro Cup is starting to shake up. There are some Pokemon that we feel would be best used as a safe swap or your pivot Pokemon, so if you end up losing the lead, you maybe want to switch to this Pokemon to help you gain back an advantage, and that would be your Vigoroth, your Doubles, your Frostlasses, and your Shadow Dragonairs. Both Vigoroth and Double just have some nice neutral matchups across the board. Also getting 1 or 2 extra fast attack advantage could be helpful in the later game. Frostlass is one of those Pokemon that is super dangerous if it ends up getting an energy advantage, or if shields are down, with Avalanche and Shadow Ball just being able to hit very hard. And also Shadow Dragonair has potential to 2-shield and farm down almost anything besides the other dragons on the field. If you're looking for a team or two to try, CountXevious has suggested a few that I will let you know. The first one is going to be Lickitung, Frostlass, and Double. And the goal with this is that you will stay in with Lickitung in the lead versus anything except for that Vigoroth or the Double. And another team to try is Altaria, Lickitung, and a Regirock safe swap. Go ahead and give these a try. If there's anything better that you are running, let us know in the comments how it's working for you. Thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like and subscribe.